we can speculate on that people won't know about yet is what is exactly going to be shown at Sony's E3 press conference. Recently, Sean Layden of Sony Interactive Entertainment said that they are going to highlight 4 games at the PlayStation Showcase, and that's The Last of Us Part 2, Death Stranding. I'm trying to do it from memory and not look at my page because I'm very good at this. Ghost of Tsushima.
And Spider-Man.
Yes, thank you. Spider-Man's coming so soon, I always keep forgetting that is the thing that they're going to show, like, for a big part of the conference.
I kind of hope they start with it.
Yeah, I have a feeling it'll be the starting game. But
it's that or Last of Us.
Yeah. But so those 4 games are going to be the highlight of the showcase, in addition to some third-party announcements they've implied are going to be there as well, but there won't be new hardware, so PSVR 2 or a PlayStation 5 as well. No
new controllers for PSVR, which I've been asking for such a long time.
Yeah, that won't be...
No Vita.
I had to throw it in there.
Vita 2 will be at PSX 2018.
Yeah.
So none of that, but those 4 games will be highlighted, and we assume they'll do some big deep dives on them and not just a quick trailer.
They called The Last of Us Part 2 their centerpiece.
Yes.
So, we'll probably actually finally see someone playing it on stage this time, which is exciting. The one thing that gets me about this is they mention third party, they mention some indie games, but this makes it sound like there are no new first-party exclusives being announced.
Yeah, in a way, it sounded like they were almost preface it, like they announced it in that way. There are 4 big games as a way to like preface and offshoot people potentially saying like, oh, wait, there are no new games. You only have stuff we've seen before.
Which is interesting. Yeah. It feels like something that Nintendo's been doing a lot recently, where they're just sort of like, hey, the Switch won't be at E3, or E3 is only about Mario, or like Gamescom is only about this. Like they're kind of setting expectations going in.
I think it's a good idea.
That said, it's never enough to stop us from speculating.
Oh yeah,
we'll still always ask
and wishing for more.
But it's also I totally want to see these 4 games.
So
it's like
totally.
We've gotten one CG trailer for Ghost of Tsushima.
We don't even know what that game is.
Yeah, we have no idea how it's going to play. I hope it's just another.
Yeah, if they're deep dives, like that would be amazing to see them actually play it on screen. If that's what they're going to do, or if this is just a play to own their own narrative, then
I mean, the same
appropriately call them out after the fact.
Yeah, to Death Stranding as well is like we obviously want to see gameplay and no more short film. I mean, I want to see more of those short.
I will happily take another of those a year.
They could show me every year, and I'd be like, yeah, more of that.
Even after the game comes out, I still want there to be those short films.
Totally. Just keep making them forever.
Yes,
great.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's like a weird Pixar short animated.
With babies that disappear. Yeah.
But I mean, I think that's enough to make us all excited. But the question, I think Barrett might have written this in the document.
Thanks, Barrett.
Does that mean that we won't have any more first-party exclusives from PlayStation this generation?
So I was doing the math and looking at sort of the lineup of first-party studios, and I would think probably not. Like, we know pretty much what every studio is working on for the most part, or is likely working on. Like, we can assume Polyphony will work on Gran Turismo in perpetuity forever, so long as they live. Whereas something like Guerrilla, we can assume is probably working on Horizon 2. Is that a game for this generation? I don't know. It's probably next gen. But in general, most of the studios, like Ben still has Days Gone coming. There's still Dreams coming. So there are still a lot of
probably working on another God of War already.
Yeah, that pre-pro for God of War 6/2, whatever.
Another one is Wild. Michel Ancel's game.
Yeah.
That we haven't heard of since 2015.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I mean, I don't even know where that would be, but that could end up being
I feel like
new generation.
It's going to be a while before we see something brand new from the Horizon guys too.
For sure,
so well.
Yeah. So. And whereas most of the other studios either just release something or are working on things to be released, and there have even been there's that game Concrete Genie, which they showed off at PSX, which is a PlayStation 4 exclusive sort of thing, but they highlighted it there, but really haven't promoted it in a way at like an E3 yet. So I could see that very much being another sort of like secondary showpiece sort of game. If you enjoyed that conversation, there is so much more for you at youtube.com/IGN Beyond, where you can see the full episode of Beyond, episode 543. And for every new episode of Beyond, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you get notifications every time a new episode is out. Thank you so much for watching.